What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? I'm recording this video on my phone because I figured I should probably get this video out as quick and fast and soon as I possibly could, because I got this kind of update while I was driving, and I want to be able to get this message out before it could possibly be too late or people get too excited about this kind of announcement. And this announcement is coming from Nintendo, I'm guessing Nintendo of Japan, of them selling a Switch without the dock. So you'll be getting just the Switch, your left and right Joy Cons, and left and right wristbands or whatever that attaches to the Joy Cons. And they'll be selling this for, estimated conversion price of $250 versus the $300 that it's originally sold for. That comes with the dock and whatever else, the AC adapter or AC charger that comes with it. Now, on the surface, people have been seeing this as a good thing, as a way to save money on a Switch, because they're selling it as a second unit to people that already have a Switch and they just want a second unit for, maybe a kid or a spouse or a significant other or whatever. It's essentially supposed to be sold as a second unit. So this seems like a good idea, right? Save you $50 on getting a whole new Switch. You don't need another dock and AC adapter if you already have one. Seems like a good deal. My problem with this, though, is that the Switch will get bricked, or it will have a higher probability of being bricked. Now, let me go into this. There's a problem not too long ago with the Nintendo Switch that it was being bricked from third-party docks and, other people's portable chargers and wall adapters. So the reason why it was being bricked, as far as I can remember, I don't quite remember why exactly, but I believe from my memory that the dock was changing the voltage or the amps that was going through the AC adapter, AC charger to the Switch, so that the Switch will get like a certain amount of power at a certain amount of time and whatnot to keep the Switch safe. So the dock is essentially what keeps the Switch safe while charging. And people were having problems with their Switches when they were using third-party docks because their systems were getting bricked. So for them to try to sell these Switches without both the dock and the AC adapter, I feel like it's going to be a recipe for disaster or trouble, because I'm not sure if people typically follow, gaming news, tech news, and whatnot. So for the people that don't follow, they're going to go to these stores and see a Switch bundle for $300, and then they'll see one for $250. And they're like, I'm going to save some money and just get this one. I have a USB-C charger at home and a USB-C portable charger at home that I can use for my Switch. I don't need this dock to charge my Switch when I have these, charging methods already at home. So I'll just buy this Switch without the dock. Get home, and they could possibly brick their Switch that day using different, charging methods without the dock. So, I mean, it's not guaranteed for the Switch to brick when using third-party docks and chargers and portable batteries, but you're at a significantly higher chance of that happening when you're not using the dock. So these people are going to go and buy these Switches not knowing that they're at a high chance or high risk of bricking their Switch if they don't use the dock. So that's my problem with that. I just wanted to get this out there because it could be a huge problem in the future for people buying these Switches without docks. And, another thing is that they could possibly be doing this to get more money out of people, because the docks by themselves cost over $50 from last time I checked. They're like $60. So they'll be paying higher or more money in the end if they get this dock. And I don't know if the dock comes with the AC charger or not. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, that's extra money on top of buying the dock that Nintendo's going to get. Otherwise, these people are going to brick their systems, and it's going to be very bad. It's going to be bad for PR for Nintendo. It's hard for me to think that nobody at Nintendo thought about this, thought about the people that aren't paying attention, and they're going to brick their systems thinking that they're just getting a cheaper system that they can just get into to play these new games coming out. And it seems like a lot of content creators around YouTube are forgetting this fact, that these Switches brick if you don't use the dock. Well, they're not guaranteed to brick, but they're at a higher chancing of bricking if you don't use the dock. I don't know if the Nintendo AC charger is a factor in that or not. I don't think it is, but it could be. If it is, that's two things that you need to make sure that your Switch doesn't brick. dock and the AC charger. Now, my other thought on this is that a while ago, there was something about Nintendo coming out with a new kind of spec'd out console. Not like upgraded performance or anything, but different kind of internals. And people were speculating it was because Nintendo wanted to get in front of these hackers that were going to hack the systems that are apparently pretty easy to hack right now. And, keep people from homebrewing and doing all that jazz. So my thought is now, maybe Nintendo is releasing this newer version of the Switch that will address the issue of it bricking from third-party docks or third-party chargers and whatever. I wonder if they change something with this new Switch to make sure that it doesn't happen, and that's the one that they're going to sell without the dock. Because then they don't have to worry about people being in outrage about their Switches bricking from not using, Nintendo's dock. So that's my thoughts. I guess we'll find out later on when people buy these systems without the docks and test them. Maybe use them for a while and realize, hey, these switches aren't breaking. I wonder why. Open it up and find out that there are different internals and different methods or whatever that are being used with these switches to make sure that they don't break without using the dock. So that's my other thought on it. Because it's crazy that Nintendo didn't think about the PR disaster that could come with, people buying these cheaper switches, thinking they can use their third-party dock or whatever to charge the system and, project it on the screen or whatever. And then these systems start bricking left and right. I mean, there's no way that they couldn't have thought about this, or they just didn't care. So my second guess is that it's a different kind of switch that circumvents this problem. And also, I'm going off the assumption that, there wasn't a patch release that addresses this problem. I don't think there was. Last I checked, at the 5.0 software update, there hasn't been a patch yet to address the issue of switches bricking when using third-party devices to charge and do all that jazz. So if there is a patch, you can just forget about this video if you want. They could be coming out with a patch that addresses that issue once this Switch comes out without the dock. I don't know what they're planning, but it seems like a pretty big PR disaster waiting to happen if it's not a patch or a new kind of system that circumvents this whole bricking problem. So that's my thoughts. If you agree with me, comment down below. If you disagree, tell me why, because maybe you know something that I don't about these switches bricking, and it'll be nice to know, the updates on what's actually going on. And if not, share this video with other people before they buy this Switch without the dock. I know it's only in Japan, and we don't know if they're going to be doing this elsewhere outside of Japan, but if you have friends or family in Japan, let them know before they go out and buy these Switches without the docks, because their Switch could be bricked on the very first day and they're out of $250 and their Switch. So I just want to get this video out there. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you agree with me, comment down below. If you disagree, tell me why, so I could maybe get an update on what's actually going on with the Switch's firmware and stuff. If there is a patch that I don't know about or I'm unaware of, that would be nice. Otherwise, this is mostly a vlogging channel. I try to sprinkle in some gaming news and tech news and advice and all that stuff inside these videos, but it's mostly vlogging. I want to have fun. I want to be inspiring to people, and if you enjoy that kind of content, make sure you subscribe down below. Otherwise, you'll see occasional videos on gaming news and stuff like this popping up. So hope you enjoyed. If you did, like I said, like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.